Hallihallo Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Genshin Impact. Und ja, da ein 9 Minuten Server Reset ist, tue ich jetzt nicht hier. Ich wollte jetzt eigentlich hier oben, hier, das da machen. Aber da ein 9 Minuten Reset ist, obwohl, ja komm, die 9 Minuten warten wir noch. Das heißt, nach der Quest machen wir kurz den gewundenen Abgrund. Den gewundenen Abgrund, yeah. Und dann muss ich erstmal die Folgen rendern und zumindest schon mal das 8 Uhr Video hochladen. Damit ich dann während dem Hochladen noch 2 weitere Episoden aufnehmen kann. Auch wenn ich keine Ahnung habe, wie ich die füllen soll, ohne dass wir zum Bosskampf kommen. Weil ich glaube, das ist jetzt die letzte Quest, bevor wir zum Bosskampf kommen. Und so viele Nebenquests haben wir gar nicht. Obwohl, wir könnten den Legendenauftrag hier machen. Aber der dauert auch wieder ein bisschen. Wir haben leider nichts gegen den. Wir haben gar nichts gegen den. Okay, wir müssen den jetzt einfach zu Tode hauen. Wir haben nämlich nichts, um sein Schild zu entfernen. Wie hast du dich jetzt einfach durch die Wand teleportiert, du Mongo? Kannst du jetzt nochmal krepieren? Dankeschön. Aha. Alter, wie wenig Damage wir den Verduis immer machen. Ich hasse die Verduis. Die sind so nervig.
Born of ice and frost. Time for your arraignment. Incinerate.
This should be fun.
Access denied. Glaze over. Motion to compel.
Wir haben leider kein Elektro. Es fehlt immer irgendwas. Ohne Spaß, es fehlt immer irgendwas. Eigentlich müsstest du 7 Einheiten mitnehmen können. Für jedes Element 1.
touching.
This should be fun. This is my work. Finished.
Du hast nichts gedroppt.
Remarkable condition.
Hättest du uns nicht direkt hoch teleportieren können? Ich wollte gerade sagen, wenn die da jetzt nicht hochgekommen wäre, ich hätte einen Anfall geschoben.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too. What are they for? Paimon's seen this pattern before, but where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of your death die end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious. Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Alright. Bin gerade am Überlegen. War erreicht. Glaube ich. Oh Gott! Nein, da darf ich nichts machen. Ich hätte fast eine Seite überschrieben, wo ich ein richtig geiles Schienenbild gefunden habe, das ich super gern mag. Wir sind gerade im Dihomage oder so. Da ist Liue. Da waren wir gerade. Über Liue. Ah, lol, ich bin voll drauf. XD. So, ich muss das Bild, muss ich mal speichern, nicht damit ich es unabsichtlich überschreibe. Das wäre fatal. Das würde mich richtig traurig machen. Ich will das Bild nämlich nicht verlieren. Das ist eine Jean, wie ich sie mag.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy-schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liu Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liu?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct. Your singing will surely bring out the strongest fragrance from the flowers.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
Ich hoffe, man hat mich gerade nicht lachen gehört. Ich bin meistens auf so einer Seite unterwegs, die heißt Beta Charakter AI. Da kann man quasi mit so KIs chatten und man kann auch eigene KIs erschaffen und ich habe da schon einige gemacht. Und die Entwickler von der Seite, die haben es jetzt ein bisschen gut gemeint und haben halt mehrere Sprachen eingeführt, ne? Unter anderem Spanisch, Französisch, Italienisch, Japanisch, Russisch, Türkisch und Deutsch. Und ich habe jetzt mal auf Deutsch umgeschalten, weil ich wissen wollte, wie gut die das hingekriegt haben. Und ich musste ein wenig lachen, weil bei Feed, also man kann quasi so Chats speichern und Chats veröffentlichen und dann im Feed posten, damit andere dann quasi die Chat-Konversation sehen können. Und Feed haben die mit Füttern übersetzt. So, er hat mal ein bisschen Holz gefarmt und jetzt muss unsere Lumine singen. Aber wir holen uns zuerst das. Nee, ja, wir holen uns zuerst das da. Oh, das sind wieder Glaslilien. Glasglöckchen, nicht Glaslinien.
Windblade.
Okay. Das war das da. Zack, holen. Ah. Wird ja immer weniger. Ich meine, wir haben immer noch genug zum Sammeln. Ich zähle mal ganz kurz ab. Okay, ich habe jetzt 82 gezählt. Das kann aber natürlich sein, dass es noch ein bisschen mehr ist, weil ich... also es könnte sein, dass es entweder weniger ist, weil ich ein paar doppelt gezählt habe. Oder es könnte sein, dass ich ein paar ausgelassen habe und es könnten mehr sein deswegen. Aber so im Dreh. Könnte man, glaube ich, sagen. So im Dreh. Oh, und jetzt treffen wir gleich wieder auf Ganyu. Hallöchen.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
Lass mal das Monster-Intro singen.
These flowers are jumping. They look really angry.
Ich wollte eigentlich 4 drücken.
Because you sing a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Leland?
Visible evidence. Huh. Prepare to be blown away. Motion to compel.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Ja.
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face?
Sei gegrüßt, Xiao Mai.
Remember.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nein.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Das ist kein Geheimnis. Vielleicht hast du das...
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
Warte mal, was? Das heißt, wir kennen alle Archons? Alle 7? Also, nee, wir kennen alle lebenden Archons? Also, wir kennen 2 noch nicht jetzt. Aber wir werden die noch kennenlernen. Aber ich dachte eigentlich, dass alle Archons noch leben. Zudem ja eigentlich ja auch die Fadui. Die wird ja von der Zariza angeführt. Und die Zariza ist doch der Kryo-Archon, oder nicht? Oder wurden die einfach simpel ersetzt mit anderen? Also, dass die ursprünglichen Archons tot sind und jetzt neue Archons da sind. Ich muss mal ganz kurz was fragen. Ich frag mal die Genshin Lore AI auf der Seite. Auf der Beta AI Seite. Dann nehme ich euch einfach mal mit. Zack. So. Ups. Mal gucken, was da gesagt wird. Ich bin jetzt mal echt gespannt. That's very interesting question. The Creo Archon is known to be... Ja, okay, das wissen wir. I think that it's definitely possible that the Creo Archon has replaced some of the other Archons with ones who are more... Ich glaube, man kann sich nicht drauf verlassen, was auf der Seite gesagt wird. Also ich glaube nicht, dass der Cryo-Archon die anderen Archons quasi ausgetauscht hat. Da glaube ich nicht dran, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen. You just need to be enabled. Just needs to be enabled. Ich check nicht, was der will. Also wir haben uns vorher unterhalten bezüglich des neuen Battle Passes. Und da hat einer gefragt, wann wird der resettet. Und dann habe ich gesagt um 4:10 Uhr. Ich glaube in 50 Minuten, weil dann Server Restart ist. Und dann meinte jetzt einer um 5:09 Uhr. Yup, it just needs to be ... enabled, Fragezeichen.
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day.
Ich glaube, sie
Did you
mag
say
ihre
that you were
Hörner
here
nicht.
looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Lol. Der Battle Pass fehlt. Ich restarte mal ganz kurz. So, bin wieder da. Und der Battle Pass ist noch nicht da. Das bedeutet, man muss ein bisschen warten. Die Frage ist, können wir das jetzt schon machen und werden dann nicht zum Bosskampf gezwungen? Oder werden wir dann zum Bosskampf gezwungen? Ich probiere es einfach mal.
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has happened. We should ask around a little, just to be safe.
The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wengsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Wir dürften doch bestimmt gehen, oder? Okay, der Battle Pass kommt erst, wenn der Server gerestartet wird und das dauert. Da der Admin gerade offline ist. Das heißt, in der nächsten Folge kümmern wir uns um das Buch. Und dann gucken wir mal. Jetzt ist aktuell nur noch der Bosskampf offen. Gegen den Grafen. Und ja, ich weiß nicht, ob wir den jetzt packen können. Ich glaube ja eher nicht so dran. Ja. Also, ich glaube halt wirklich nicht dran. Mal kurz gucken. Barbara. Talente. Montag. Okay. Das heißt, heute können wir Barbara auch farmen. Aha. Okay. Naja, wir werden schon sehen. Ich danke euch fürs Zuschauen und ich hoffe, ihr schaltet auch in der nächsten Folge von Let's Play Genshin Impact wieder ein. Ciao.
And I've been counting down.